Well, I just got written permission for a really good spot. It's a spot that I know there was a giant in last year, and I was trying to get permission last season for some properties surrounding this one, and most of the people were pretty nice, but I wasn't successful. But I did just meet with someone in person and was able to get written permission for this place, and I am super excited. I actually officially got permission last week, but got the paper signed today. So deer season starts tomorrow, and I'm still not sure exactly what I'm going to do, because even though we have some nice weather right now, it is supposed to be rainy tomorrow. It's actually been rainy on and off the past couple days, so I'm going to go over there now and take a look at it and put boots on the ground. I've not been in there, but I know that the surrounding properties are good, so I'm still not sure what I'm going to do in the morning, but tonight I'm at least going to get a head start and look around at that property. So I'm super excited to have permission for this, and it's a good way to start the season. So I just made it to the property, and I'm not too far from my house. You can probably hear a weed eater back there. I'm going to check out this bottom because I think it might be good for bedding. If not, it's going to be a good way to access. But I think based off how I've seen the deer cross the road, I think the top of this ridge is going to be better as far as trails and being a travel corridor. So I'm going to look around before it gets too close to prime time and probably put up a couple cameras. I have no clue if I'm going to come here in the morning. If I do, I don't even know if I can video because it might be raining pretty hard. So I've never had any luck on opening day, except for maybe a doe in the past. So I never try to hinge too much pressure on opening morning, but this year I did want to try to give myself a better chance at being where bucks are, and I think this property is one of those properties. So I'm just going to look around real quick, and may or may not be here in the morning, so we'll see what I find. Okay, so I just got up here close to where I want to hunt. The rain is slacking off, which is good. There were some deer not far from here at the top of the ridge that ran away, but they didn't spook very bad. I'm setting up here because there are several trails that come along this ridge up here where the other deer were. And there's a drainage behind me that flattens out, and there's a trail on it. So I'm just going to climb this poplar tree, and hopefully it doesn't pour rain. Well, that was absolutely crazy. It seems like I say that on every hunt, and I don't know why hunting seems to work out that way a lot of times, but it seems to for me, where it's just the most unexpected times. I had just walked up here, picked out a tree, climbed up, and I hadn't even put my camera up or knocked an arrow. I was actually keeping my camera in my backpack because there was some rain coming down, and I had been in the tree maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and I turn around and there's bucks walking in right behind me. They were moving pretty quick. They weren't giving me any time to set up, and the first one was the biggest. I only saw 2, and there might have been more behind it. But it was one of those things where it was a perfect opportunity, and even though I'm pretty sure there's a bigger one in here, that's not what matters. And I'm super happy. I don't know exactly what happened with the shot. I've done that a couple times and I hate doing it, but I was able to get another arrow in the deer really quick. So he didn't go very far right down here, and I'm really excited. Alright guys, well I just made it down here to him. He obviously didn't go very far, and he's right here on this flat area, so I set him up for a picture. But as you can see, he's super tall. He actually looks a lot like a buck my buddy Jeremy killed last year in Tennessee, and this is my first ever velvet buck. So I'm not going to be the guy that says that this wasn't the deer I was after, and I do know there's a big one in here, but I'm super happy with this deer. It's a few firsts for me. I've never killed a velvet buck, and I've never killed one during bow season, or a buck in early bow season. So I think just taking your opportunities and shooting deer while you're learning, which you're always learning as a hunter, but I think just taking your opportunities when you get them ultimately make you better. So I'm super happy with this one. I'm gonna snap a picture and get to work getting him out of here. Well, I didn't have my camera with me whenever we were cleaning my buck, but I wanted to show y'all this expandable broadhead that I found buried in the shoulder of the deer. I'm sure it was from last year and the deer appeared to be perfectly healthy, but luckily I didn't cut myself on it. I'm sure this is something deer processors find quite often, but it's definitely something to keep in mind whenever you're processing your own game. Also, Steven is doing another free, fully guided deer hunt this year, and there are videos from our previous winners on our YouTube, and you can check those out and also go over to our website and look at some of our new merchandise, as well as learn how to enter to win. So, good luck, and hopefully you win a free deer hunt.